Hey, welcome back to another episode of Simple Truth Television. Today is March 4th, 2023. Now, today marks the 29th anniversary since the death of the actor slash comedian John Candy, who died from a heart attack back in 1994. And according to Wikipedia, they said that he died while filming the movie Wagons East, a Wild West film that came out later that year, 25 weeks after his death. And I just want to show you guys what a clear ritual that movie was in connection to his death. And this is what I was talking about yesterday when I covered the death of Tom Sizemore. I know I kept saying Sizemore, but my apologies. The name is Tom Sizemore, not Sizemore. But what I was saying yesterday in my live stream covering the death of Tom Sizemore is how usually when these actors slash celebrities pass away, their deaths are usually synced up with something that they did during their professional career. Yesterday we spoke about how Tom Sizemore, he did the voiceover for this Grand Theft Auto character, Sonny Forelli. And we spoke about how they gave him the name that equals 61 because that was foreshadowing his death at 61. You know, yesterday Tom Sizemore passed away at the age of 61 from a brain aneurysm, which also has gematria of 61. So, you know, this video game, it came out in 2002, Grand Theft Auto Vice City, and he did the voiceover for this character, Sonny Forelli. And again, they gave him that name because of the gematria of that name. It equaled 61 because that was going to be the age of his death. And we've seen this over and over again. Like, we see it. We see it all the time, but I just want to show you how they've been doing this. I mean, this guy died in 1994. This was 29 years ago. John Candy. I know a lot of you probably seen him in films. He's been in a lot of classic films. You know, actually, to be honest, I had no idea this guy was even dead. I was watching a film today, and then his name came up. And then I did a Google search to see what was up with him. And then I noticed that it was his death anniversary. I'm like, what are the odds? I look up the guy's information on his death anniversary. I'm telling you the way the world works. But this was the headline that broke on March 5th, 1994, the 64th day of the year. We know kills 64. It says John Candy, comedic film star, is dead of a heart attack at 43. So, you know, they broke the news of his death on March 5th, right, the following day, but he actually died on the 4th, on March 4th, and he died at 43. March 4th, the date can also be written 4/3, like 43. We know the word killing is 43, like Masonic. But, you know, they're saying that the cause was a heart attack, and according to the people that worked around him, they said that he used to smoke a lot of cigarettes. They said that he used to smoke at least a pack a day, and they're trying to blame his death on his cigarette habit, which is not the case. This man was murdered in connection to this film. And if you read more into his death, Wikipedia says that he died while filming this film right here, Wagons East, a Wild West film. And notice this, right? So look. So the guy was born on Halloween 1950, right? And from his last birthday, which was October 31st, 1993, to his death on March 4th, 1994, he died 124 days after his birthday. And notice the name of that film, Wagons East, is 124 and 34, right? He died 124 days after his birthday on 3/4. You know, stuff like this is what proves that not only are these celebrities are dying in connection to the projects that they're working on or worked as, but it also shows that they're not really dying from no heart attack. Even if he did die from a heart attack, that heart attack was provoked. You know, it wasn't because of his, you know, cigarette habit like they're trying to portray in the news. But again, he died 124 days after his birthday on 3/4. And the director of that film was a man named Peter Markle. Peter Markle. His name is also 124. That was the person that directed the film Wagons East. But let me see. So actually, let's just visit the Wikipedia because I like what the Wikipedia wrote about him. They did a really good job explaining his death, his apparent death. So let's go here. Here it is. A little short paragraph. It says Candy died on March 4th, 1994 while filming Wagons East. A spokeswoman said that his cause of death was a heart attack in his sleep. He was 43 years old. In addition to his obesity, he tended to binge eat in response to professional struggles and weighed in excess of 300 pounds at some points in his life. Candy had a number of risk factors for heart attack, including a strong family history. His father had died prematurely of a heart attack, although his children said he was unaware of his genetic risk. Smoking a pack of cigarettes a day, obesity, heavy alcohol usage, and use of cocaine. Supposedly that's why he died 124 days after his birthday on 3/4 while filming Wagons East. Candy was concerned about his weight. He lost 100 pounds over the summer while preparing for the new film role with Steve Martin. He frequently dieted and exercised with trainers because of his family's history. Bullshit. But let me just take a look at Steve Martin, something that I was not aware of. So August 14th. August 14th, 1993. 3/4/1994. I was about to say 201 days or 202 days. We know Skull and Bones is 202. Oh, there it is. He died 163 days before Steve Martin's birthday, the 38th prime number. Death, murder, killing, and RIP is all 38. But yeah, so that's a brief background into this death, right? So he supposedly went to sleep. They're saying that it had a lot to do with his generic background. Saying his father died from a heart attack. They blamed it on his cigarettes, on his cocaine usage, on his alcohol. Everything except what really happened to this man. And how he was another ritual by the numbers, by the Jesuit order. And keep in mind, he died on his wife's 187th day of her age. But yeah, this is all bullshit. This is bullshit reporting. This man was filming a movie called Wagons East and then ends up dying in connection to the film. And notice what else is 34. Wild West. I mean, that was a Wild West film. And we know Murder is 34. And Wagons East is 34. Dead on 3/4. Bullshit reporting. These people are being murdered. And it's usually in connection to the stuff that they're working on. Or worked as. You know what I found interesting? You see how up here it says that it has this quote that says, they came, they saw, they changed their minds. I mean, this could be coincidental, but if you type in this entire phrase on the calculator, it has gematria of 175. And this film, it came out 175 days after his death. Right, it came out on August 26, 1994. So from 3/4/1994 to the release of this film is 175 days. And they put this phrase up on the top of the film cover, which has gematria of 175. And 175 days is also 25 weeks. And we know death and RIP are both 25. So we know that's not a coincidence. The fact that the movie came out 25 weeks after his birthday, but I don't know, this could be coincidental. But maybe not. Maybe not. I mean, what are the odds, man? Dies on 3/4. So I just want to, show you guys another example of how they're killing people in connection to the works that they are remembered for. Unlucky for this guy. He's 43 years old, very young. But I guess his numbers was up, right? So I'll end it there. I'll probably come back a little later on and talk about something else. But just want to say rest in peace to John Candy. Today marks the 29th year anniversary since his passing. And again, rest in peace. And just know that, these people are not really dying from the things that they're reporting. I think that's clear and obvious. Take care, everybody. See you next time.